Hi guys, I'm sorry I've been kind of like MIA for a while, and I feel like a lot of YouTubers say this, but honestly, I've been so busy with school and work and finals coming up, like, it's just been too much. This is my 2 years on hormone update video, which is crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe I've been on estrogen and testosterone blockers for 2 years. It feels like it was just yesterday when I first started this whole process. First, I want to get into the physical changes because I know that's why a lot of people click on this video. The 2-year mark is, I feel like, where a lot is kind of like rounding out for me, because I know the first 6 months a lot changes, and then after that it's kind of like you don't really see much changing. Because I started hormones before my growth plates have closed, and your growth plates don't close until you're like 25. So with that being said, I've noticed my hip bones, I don't have a lot of hips, like hip fat, but my hips have like widened. And I know there's going to be some commenters being like, your bones don't change, but girl, I measured my hips before and I measured my hips now, and they have grown 36 inches now, so I'm really happy about that. They used to be 34, they've grown like 2 inches, like literally. My skin, oh my god, like my skin, I could just tell like it has this like luminosity, it has this like glow about it. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, it makes me feel so confident. Now it's like to the point where like I'm really noticing it, like my skin, even in the winter, luminosity. Like facial hair, I know I had 12 treatments of laser hair removal, so I didn't have anything to begin with when I stopped getting laser, but I still had, like, I guess you can say like a little like peach fuzz or whatever. That has since like subsided. I don't get that anymore, which is like awesome. But I did have to get a lot of laser beforehand. It's not like the hormones completely got rid of my facial hair. Oh, body hair. I've noticed, like, I used to have a little bit like a year ago on my happy trail. Now, like, I have barely any. And anywhere else, like, I really didn't have any hair to begin with. And everywhere else, I really didn't have a lot of hair. But after 6 months on hormones, like, all of that kind of went away. The only places I really have hair is like the normal places, like armpits, my coochie, my head, my eyebrows. That is great. Like, I have smooth skin, hairless body. I don't know, just my confidence here recently has been like really good, and I feel really good about myself. Even though I still want to get like certain cosmetic procedures, I still feel good about myself. Oh, another thing that has dramatically changed, I know I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this, but like I measured my hair, and when I did my last update video, my hair was 16 inches I think, and now it's 25 inches, so it's grown a good 9 inches since my last update. So it's grown 9 inches in a year. And a lot of people ask, how did you get your hair to grow so fast? Honestly, I'm speaking the truth when I say this, that my mom, my sister, my grandmother, all can like grow really long hair. It's just honestly in my genetics. It depends on the person really, whether or not you can grow hair really fast. Honestly, and if you take care of your hair, if you don't bleach it, I know I see a lot of girls, trans girls, bleaching their hair. I'm saying, like, I've seen multiple trans girls bleach their hair, and I think the reason is because of Gigi, which Gigi has gorgeous hair, but like she has to wear extensions and all that because she has bleached her hair. And if you want really long hair and healthy, don't bleach your hair. Like, that's the last thing you should do. Emotional changes. I know when I first started hormones, like, my emotions were crazy, like to the point where I just like I couldn't handle it. But now I've noticed that they have leveled out. Used to my emotions, I know how to control them. I just know my emotions now, and everything is leveled out. And oh, and a year ago I said that my sex drive was really high, but now it also has leveled out. I don't feel really like horny all the time. I don't feel as horny, okay? Like, I just don't. My sex drive was higher last year. I still couldn't control it on like how much I wanted to have sex, I guess, if that makes sense. And a little life update. I've kind of hid this. This time last year, I was going through so much, like a crazy amount of stress. I was at such a high in my life because I moved to a bigger city. I met a guy that I genuinely liked, and then after that, just things started to go downhill like crazy. Like, I think it was because I was at such a high, and to go tumbling down, it was like a shock to my emotions. He was the first guy I genuinely liked. Hopefully he's not watching this. If he is, it's kind of awkward. You know, we didn't end things on bad terms. I guess I was just really sad because it just went to show that even if you really like someone, they can still end up just wanting you for sex. And I've constantly felt like that. Dating as transgender, like, guys just want me for sex and that's it. So I've completely stopped dating because I can't deal with that. I can't do it. I just want to focus on my education and stuff like that, opposed to like dating, because I just can't deal with that. Like, I've had friends where they're dating someone and they don't want their friends to know that they're with a transgender woman, and I can't do it. Like, it's just too much for me. So yeah, that's the one thing that first started my depression. And then after that, it was friend issues, and I was just in the wrong crowd of people, and it was just really influencing my life, and it was making my life go in the wrong direction. So one day I just had an epiphany, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm a smart girl. What am I doing with my life? I can do a lot more with myself. So I moved back home, and I started college, and I'm on the track to getting accepted to a new university so I can move back to a bigger city. So yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. I've just been focusing on school and focusing on myself, which I think that's honestly one of the biggest things you can do when you are transgender and when you are gay and when you do struggle with a lot. I think the best thing you can do is to focus on yourself and to focus on goals to get yourself out of that bad situation. Yeah, things have been a lot better. I am through my depression. Things aren't perfect, but I'm on the right track to making things the way they're supposed to be. So I genuinely am a lot happier with myself now that I came out as transgender. Things just happen and things just come my way that I'm really, really grateful about. I was on a documentary. I was in the first national transgender pageant in the US. I'm working on projects now that I'm really, really grateful for. So you probably can't see. This is what 2 years has given me. I mean, really, it's not a lot. I'm not gonna be like, yo, it's so much. Because I have noticed, definitely, my thighs, my hips, like even my butt, even though it's not really big, that just goes there. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. It gets better, I promise. Bye!